What is going on, guys? Back with another video. So the market is looking a lot more bullish. We have a lot of good news coming out, and ultimately we are seeing an immense amount of strength in Ethereum. And a key thing to note as well, we're starting to see a good drop in Bitcoin dominance. This is exactly what is required for us to see the pump that we need in our altcoins. Obviously now Ethereum is starting to have its run, but even when you consider total 3, we are seeing a big surge in the total 3 as well. And as I've said as well, guys, going into September, it looks very likely that we will get a rate cut. I mean, this is pretty much priced in currently. And as I've said, guys, I do believe we are getting towards the exciting times. And the good thing is, guys, is that you are still early to a lot of the low caps. A lot of the smaller cap projects haven't moved. Some of the higher caps are starting to move. When you come over and you have a look at the AI narrative, which is one of the hottest, if not the hottest narratives that you can potentially be in, fair enough, some of them are up 10, 20, 30%. But if you look at the smaller caps, a lot of them haven't really moved over the past 30 days. Obviously, there are some exceptions, but this gives you a potential opportunity in some of these AI projects, guys. Not all of them are going to perform well. Some of them are going to do nothing. But if you can find the right ones, which I will be showcasing on this channel, so make sure you subscribe, you can be in for some very good gains over the next few months and potentially going into 2026. Today, guys, we want to have a look at TOS AI, guys, right? Because this is still pretty quiet in the grand scheme of things. Obviously, to understand that AI hasn't really taken off yet, but this project is still down 86% from all-time highs. And ultimately, this is a project that normally has been a very, very hard runner, and lately it has been having a little bit of a struggle. Currently, around 40 million in market cap, and again, one of the main reasons for a little bit of the uncertainty, a little bit of the concerns, is because the team or whoever is running the X is pretty quiet. So I did make a video on TARS quite a few weeks ago, I think around 3-4 weeks ago, and since then, they have only posted once. They gave this update 3 days ago. Apple, AWS, Adobe, Nvidia, Google, Solana, TOS is hardwiring intelligence into the world's most trusted ecosystems, creating a direct bridge between enterprise tech and retail. Now, one of the biggest catalysts and one of the main reasons that me personally, I'm still bullish on TOS are the fact that it is backed by the Solana Foundation, and ultimately with it being on the Solana Dapp store, it is something which I do think has a lot of potential, because what we're starting to see now, we're starting to see a lot of these Solana seekers being shipped out. Obviously, guys, this had massive, massive demand. And, we're going to see more and more people start to use this over the next few weeks. Some people already have this. But the main thing, guys, is this is one of the main AI platforms, AI agent platforms available on the Solana Seeker, right? When you come over to Sona, again, the first AI assistant for Solana Mobile, this is something which I still think has big potential, right? Because for them to be, backed by Solana, they've received grants from Solana. I think that this still has a big potential, a big move. Still pretty down from all-time highs. You look at the all-time high market cap. This was around 230 million. So, you're talking around a 7x just to all-time high market cap. And, even that is still pretty small for, the size of where this can potentially go. Obviously, listings as well, decent listings, Bybit, Gate, KuCoin, MEXC, and obviously you can get them on the decentralized exchanges as well. And then obviously as well, guys, where this comes into use is the AI agent narrative. Obviously, they have the AI agent marketplace where you can create your different agents using different frameworks as well. And the main thing as well, guys, when you consider, the AI agent narrative, it is still pretty quiet, right? Obviously, we saw this perform very well earlier on, and since then, it hasn't really made the comeback, guys. But as I've said, as we're seeing the market start to heat up, I do expect AI agent projects to have a massive second run, which I do expect to be bigger than the first one. But the thing is, guys, one thing that is in their control, one thing that is in TARS AI's control is to just be more active, right? Because when you come over to the X, there is obviously a bit of concern. You can see here, I see plenty of fear in the community. Personally, I feel positive given the launch of Solana's Web3 phone utilizing TARS, and given this tweet reminding us of how high TARS is aiming. Patience is the key. So again, some people are, you say, a scam project, no white paper, bad marketing. You should give more updates, real updates. And again, I do agree with this. They should give more updates, guys, because at the end of the day, the fact that they are available on the DApp store of Solana, the fact that it is one of the main AI projects, one of the main AI protocols on Solana, they should be talking about it more often, in my opinion, because it's just good marketing, right? You can imagine how many people are going to use this for, and millions of people probably. You can see here we're sending tens of thousands of devices to 50 plus countries around the world, and it's probably going to continue to increase in the future. So they can easily just post a lot more, and just put the community's concerns to ease. And it doesn't really take a while, because the main posts they've been doing are them attending different summits here, the Google Cloud Summit, which was now, 3 weeks ago, right? It's not really good enough when it comes to updating, guys, because when it comes to the X is one of the most important factors of a project. It's where people are going to come to look at the news, to look at the updates, potential new investors as well. And it's not good enough the fact that they've posted, one, two, three, 4 times in the space of, over a month. So that does need to improve. More updates on what the project is doing, potential development, partnerships, that sort of thing. That is obviously what people want to say, what people want to see. But in terms of the use case, in terms of the demand, the potential, obviously with the Solana Seeker, I do think that is one of the major catalysts that could come with this project, guys. So obviously a bit frustrating with the price action, but obviously, guys, the thing is you're getting this not too far from the bottom in comparison to where this went previously. And yeah, guys, obviously time will tell on what this can do. But in terms of an AI project, obviously I do think this does come with more risk, because of the lack of updates, lack of posts. But the fact that they are on the Solana Seeker, the fact that they've received grants, the fact that they're backed by Solana does give me confidence. But as I've said, guys, for me, this is an AI project which does come with higher risk. So you do need to be prepared with what comes with that risk. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts on TARS. Are you still holding this? Are you still bullish on this? And, what are your targets for this in the future? If you enjoyed the video, guys, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. Also, big thanks, big shout out to all the subscribers. We finally hit 5K subs, guys. So I'm really grateful for everyone who is coming along on this journey. And I'll see you soon for the next video.